Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Gemini for the year 2010. And this also applies if you have a Gemini ascendant. So for you Geminis, the main themes this year. First of all, you're going to be trying to find yourself. What are you about? How do you put some structure into your life that's really working? It's actually a time of new beginnings. For many Geminis, there's a lot of old things coming to an end and a lot of new things coming in. Certainly going to be a lot about your friends, about your career, about your work, and also about the way in which you communicate. That's going to come up quite strongly for you, particularly at the beginning of this year. We're also going to be seeing a greater interest in anything connected with things that are spiritual, and also connecting up more with humanity, looking at a wider, bigger vision for yourself. So I think it's going to be an exciting year for you, Gemini, and I'm going to start out with Saturn. Saturn for much of this year is in your 5th house. So this is a great time for those of you who want to be self-employed or who run their own business. It's a great time for bringing that creativity into something really practical. I know you've got some great ideas, Gemini. You come up with the most amazing ideas because you've got that wonderfully fast brain, but you don't always make them a reality. Well, with Saturn in your 5th house, in the house of entrepreneurship, in the house of individuality and doing your own creative thing, this is a great opportunity for you to bring them into life, to actually birth these ideas and to structure them. So this is a great time for those of you that are quite entrepreneurial or want to have your own business in some kind of way, even if it's only a small kind of bit entrepreneurial venture, it will be worth doing and you will have the ability to ground it this year. As well, you may, in some ways, some of you may withdraw a little to find that creative streak within you. It's really important that this creativity, this newness comes out of you, because many of you, you've been a little bored lately. You've been bored, you've been dealing with lots of old things, and things have got a little bit, let me say you've been a little bit jaded. So take advantage of this transit, because I do think it can push you forward and you can actually feel as though you're really achieving something. Between April and July, Saturn goes back into your 4th house. This could be a time where you have to deal with some responsibilities connected with your home and your family, and also you may feel a little restricted in your living conditions and you may want to break out a little. However, this is only for a short while. This is only between the April and July time, but you may really have to fulfill something connected with your home and your family. Some of you may in fact move into a smaller place. This is also a possibility. With Saturn in your 5th house for much of the year as well, some of you may find you've got some responsibilities connected with children that need taking care of. And as well, some of you may find that for those who've been dithering about being committed, you may find you make that big commitment and you decide you're going to get married or you're going to have a really committed relationship. Or you have a love affair that becomes a really committed relationship. The other thing that can happen is a relationship that's past its sell-by date can in fact end during that Saturn transit, and it makes the way for something new. For those of you that are going through that kind of an ending, yes, it's painful of course while you go through it, but it is making the way for something new for you. So don't be too disillusioned by that if it's happening. We've got Pluto in your 8th house all year, so really important for you Geminis to get your money in order, particularly any joint finances. This is not a time to take out any debt. It's not a time to take out any deep financial obligations. It is a time, however, where a large amount of money can come to you from somebody else or something else through an inheritance or something that you've earned over a long period of time, and suddenly a large amount of money can come in. But it's very important that you take responsibility and you feel very much in control of your financial situation. So anything that you don't feel in control of, please make sure you either end it or get some agreement so that you feel as though you're in the driving seat with your finances. This is particularly important for those of you that have got any joint commitments. Make sure things are really spelled out and are in writing and that you understand what you've got into. With Neptune in your 9th house all year, this is going to be a time where many of you will be looking into the spiritual. into the occult, into understanding other civilizations, other cultures, other peoples. Maybe delving into the Mayan culture, the 2012, the Hopi Indians, whatever else it is, these kind of prophecies. Many of you will be looking at these prophecies and maybe making your own kind of prophecies, but there'll certainly be a draw. You'll be almost magnetized into understanding what's going on with the world and what's been prophesized and what you really think it means for you and your place within the world. We've got Jupiter in the 10th house for much of the year. So for many of this is going to mean a new direction in your career, something opening out. It could mean a promotion where you are, but it certainly means expansion. It means growing into something new and something exciting. We've got Uranus there as well for much of the year. There's only a period between June and September where these planets move into your 11th house. So apart from June to September, Jupiter and Uranus are in your 10th house. So expect to feel really rebellious about authority figures. You are not going to want somebody telling you what to do. This is really a time where you become independent in your work area. You also, many of you could shoot to fame, could actually shoot maybe on the internet or whatever it is, you become known during this period. This is a great time where suddenly all the work you've been putting into your career, wow, it suddenly becomes recognized. So this is a great time to take any opportunities that come to you connected with your career. Between June and September, we've got Jupiter and Uranus in that 11th house of dreams and wishes. So it's a wonderful time to think about your vision, your dreams, your wishes for not only yourself, but your community and for humanity as a whole. And really think about what your contribution is there. You're going to have a lot of supportive friends come into your life. Maybe a mentor, maybe somebody you can help, but certainly some unusual experiences. Gemini, you're going to love that. But some social experiences, join organizations, expand your friend base and your knowledge of your community. So there you have it, my Gemini friends. I wish you a fantastic year. You're certainly going to be meeting some new people and you're certainly going to have some opportunities connected with your career. For those of you that want to see this in writing, these forecasts, I do have them, will have them up on my website for you. For those of you that are interested in a personal reading, so I can look at the aspects just for you, then please take a look at the various types of reading I offer on my website. I thank you for listening and I wish you a great year ahead. Bye for now.